Hey, welcome back. I'm so happy you're here. I'm Anna, and this is your English podcast, the show where we talk, we laugh, we learn, and we make your English better together, every single episode. So, how are you doing today? I really hope you're having a good day. Maybe you're on a walk right now, maybe you're cooking something in the kitchen, maybe you're just relaxing on the sofa. Wherever you are, I love that you chose to spend this time with me. That honestly makes me so happy. Okay, and before we jump into today's topic, if you're new here, welcome. Please hit subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if this podcast is helping your English, leave me a comment. Tell me where you're from. Tell me what you want to learn next. I read everything, and I love hearing from you. Okay? Great. Let's go. So, today's topic. I think this is one that every single English learner has thought about. Like every one of you. And that topic is, how do you learn English fast? How do you actually get better quickly? Not in 10 years, not slowly, but really, how do you speed things up? Because here's the thing. A lot of people study English for years, and they still feel stuck. They still feel like they can't speak naturally. They still freeze in conversations. They still feel nervous. And that's so frustrating, right? But then you meet other people who learned English really fast. Maybe in 1 year or 2 years, they're already speaking so well. And you think, wait, what are they doing differently? What's their secret? Well, today, I'm going to tell you. There's no magic trick, but there are real things you can do, starting today, that will make a huge difference. And I promise, by the end of this episode, you're going to feel motivated and ready to take action. Let me tell you something personal first. When I was learning, I went through a long period where I felt like I wasn't improving. I was studying, I was doing exercises, I was reading grammar books, but in real conversations, I froze. I couldn't speak naturally. It was so discouraging. And then one day, a friend of mine said something that changed everything for me. She said, Anna, stop studying English. Start living in English. Stop studying it. Start living in it. And at first I thought, what does that even mean? But slowly I understood. And that idea, living in English, is really the heart of everything I want to share with you today. So, the first big thing, and this one might surprise you, the fastest way to improve your English is to listen more than you study. I know, you're thinking, but Anna, I need to study grammar. I need to learn vocabulary lists. I need to do exercises. And yes, those things help, but listening is something completely different. When you listen to natural English, podcasts, shows, conversations, your brain starts to absorb the language. It picks up the rhythm. It picks up how sentences flow. It picks up phrases you didn't even know you were learning. It's like how babies learn their first language. They don't study grammar first. They listen for months and months, and then one day, they just start speaking. Now, I'm not saying you need months of silence before you speak. But I am saying listening is incredibly powerful, and most people don't do enough of it. So, what should you listen to? Things you enjoy. That's the key. If you love cooking, listen to English cooking shows. If you love travel, listen to travel podcasts.
If you love funny videos, watch English comedy. When you enjoy something, you pay attention. And when you pay attention, you learn. And here's a little trick. Listen to the same thing more than once. The first time, you get the general idea. The second time, you catch phrases you missed. The third time, it starts to feel familiar. Repetition is your friend.
Okay, the second thing, and this one is really important. You have to speak, even when you're scared. I know, speaking is the scary part. Most people say, I'll speak when my English is better. But here's the problem. Your English won't get better unless you speak. It's a circle. You have to speak to improve. You have to improve to speak. So you just have to jump in. Think of it like swimming. You can read about swimming. You can watch videos about swimming. You can understand the theory of swimming perfectly. But until you get in the water, you can't swim. Speaking English is the same. You just have to get in the water. And yes, you'll make mistakes. Of course you will. Everyone does. I still make mistakes sometimes. Mistakes are not failures. Mistakes are feedback. Every mistake tells you something. It says, okay, I need to practice this part a little more. That's all. So speak. Speak to yourself if you need to. Narrate your day in English. Say things like, okay, now I'm making coffee. It's a cold morning. I'm a little tired. It sounds funny, but it works. Your brain is practicing. Your mouth is practicing. And slowly, it gets easier. The third thing, and I love this one, is to make English part of your daily routine. Not a separate activity, part of your actual life. Because here's what most people do. They say, I'm going to study English for 1 hour on Tuesday and Thursday. And maybe they do it, maybe they don't. But either way, 5 days a week, English is completely absent from their life. The people who improve fast, English is everywhere in their life. Their phone is in English. Their alarm label says, wake up. Their shopping list is in English. They listen to an English podcast while they walk to work. They watch one English video before bed. It's not one big study session. It's hundreds of small moments every single day. And those small moments add up so fast. Think about it. If you have just 10 minutes of English in the morning, 10 minutes at lunch, 10 minutes in the evening, that's 30 minutes a day. That's 3.5 hours a week. That's over 180 hours a year, just from small moments. Change your phone language to English today, right now, after this episode. It's free, it's easy, and every time you look at your phone, which is probably 100 times a day, you're seeing English. That's 100 small moments. Okay, the fourth thing. Find what I call your English anchor, something that connects you emotionally to English. Here's what I mean. Learning is so much faster when you care about what you're learning, when there's an emotional connection, when it means something to you personally. For some people, that anchor is a TV show they love. Maybe you love a specific series in English, and you want to understand every joke, every conversation, every little detail without subtitles. That's your anchor. For other people, the anchor is a dream. Maybe you want to travel to an English-speaking country. Maybe you want to get a better job.
Maybe you want to talk to someone you love who speaks English. Whatever it is, hold on to that. Think about it when studying feels hard. Let it pull you forward. Because motivation comes and goes. Everyone loses motivation sometimes. But when you have a real reason, a real emotional anchor, it's so much easier to keep going. And the fifth thing, please, 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 stop waiting until you feel ready. There is no ready. Ready doesn't come before you start. Ready comes after. You feel ready when you've already been doing it for a while. So the waiting, it's just delay. It's just more time passing without improvement. Start now. Speak now. Listen now. Make mistakes now. Learn now. That is the fast path. There is no other fast path.
Let's do a quick vocabulary review before we wrap up, because I love this part. The first phrase, to absorb. To absorb something means to take it in slowly and naturally, like a sponge absorbs water. You might say, I absorb English better when I'm relaxed, or children absorb languages so easily. It's a beautiful word for learning. The second word, rhythm. Rhythm is the natural flow or pattern of something. English has a rhythm, a natural beat to how sentences sound. When you listen a lot, you start to feel that rhythm. I'm starting to feel the rhythm of English. That's a great sign of progress. The third phrase, to freeze. To freeze means to suddenly stop, usually because you're nervous or don't know what to do. I froze during the conversation. I always freeze when someone asks me a question in English. This is so common and so normal. The fourth word, anchor. An anchor is something that holds you in place, like a boat anchor in the water. But in learning, your anchor is what keeps you motivated, what holds you to your goal. My anchor is my dream of living abroad. What's your anchor? Okay, action steps. What can you do today? First, change your phone language to English right now. It takes 2 minutes, and it will give you hundreds of small English moments every day. Second, find one thing in English that you enjoy. A show, a podcast, a YouTube channel. Something fun, and commit to spending 10 minutes with it today. Third, speak one sentence out loud in English. Just one. Tell yourself what you're doing right now. I am sitting and listening to a podcast. That's it. Simple. But you did it. And tomorrow, say 2 sentences. Quick recap before we say goodbye. The fastest way to learn English is to listen a lot, to things you enjoy. Speak even when you're scared. Get in the water. Make English part of your daily life. Small moments every day. Find your emotional anchor, your real reason. And stop waiting to feel ready. Start now. And my question for you today, I really want to know, what is your English anchor? What is your reason for learning English? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one, and your answer might inspire someone else who's listening right now. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. You made a good choice by listening to this. Every minute of English you take in
is moving you forward, even when it doesn't feel like it. Learning English is a journey. It has ups and downs. It has slow days and fast days. But you are on the path, and that matters so much. If this episode helped you, please subscribe, share it with a friend who's learning English, and leave a comment below. It means the world to me. I'm Anna. Thank you for being here. Keep going. You've got this. Bye for now.